So for the Module 4 lesson, before I jump into the things I'm really excited to talk to you about, I just wanted to remind you that teaching phonics has not stopped at this point. You still need to teach those phonics rules. Go back to the intro video from this module to see the order you want to teach phonics in and how you can get from easier to more advanced. And again, contact me if you have any questions on specific phonics rules. But since I'm more focused on finding joy in reading, I wanted to give you some other fun things to think about in this lesson. So I wanted to show you this website. The website is AR, the letters AR, bookfinder.com. Okay, lots of you at your child's school may do something called AR, Accelerated Reading. You may not. It doesn't matter to use this website. If they use Accelerated Reading, it's a program where they read the books and they take quizzes and they earn points. It's a way for teachers to track their students' reading and do comprehension tests. But as a parent, this website is really great for lots of reasons. So I went to arbookfinder.com. You have to click if you're a teacher, student, parent. You can just click parent. And this is what it comes up as. Okay, so first of all, maybe you have a book that your child wants to read, but you're kind of nervous because there's a balance. You want to let your children read what they want, but if they get a book that's too advanced for them and has too many hard words for them, they're just going to get frustrated and not want to read the book. So if I find a book that a student or a child really wants to read, I might look it up. So for example, in earlier lessons, I talked about Harry the Dirty Dog. Okay, so I type it in here. This is going to give me some details about it. Harry the Dirty Dog by Jean Zion. Now, we don't need to worry about the quiz number because we're not taking AR quizzes. What this is telling me is BL. This is where you want to look. Book level 3.1. What that means is this is a third grade book, first level. Okay. Now, if your child is not in the AR program, you may not know their specific reading level, and that's okay. You may have another program your child's school uses that will tell you what book level they're at. If you have no idea what book level they're at, this is how I would kind of judge it. Say your child is in second grade. Are they doing well on the reading tests they're taking at school? Are they seeming to understand what's being taught at school? Yes. Then they're probably close to a second grade level. Okay, you could maybe go in the range of 1.5 to 3.5 in there. If your child is in fourth grade, but they are struggling, they're falling behind in reading, they're missing tests, you might want to keep them at a second grade level when they're reading books. But you can go a little bit more advanced too, okay? My biggest concern is I don't want a second grader reading at a second grade level trying to read a sixth grade level book. For example, in a few minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the Magic Treehouse series. This is a really great series that has some really good books for a lower level, I shouldn't say lower, younger grade level, but some of them are at a sixth grade reading level. So you just need to be sure, is my child going to feel confident when they read this book? Are they going to understand it? Are they going to be able to read most of the words, okay? So for example, just another book, my favorite, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Let's look up that one. Okay, so more advanced book, book level 5.5, okay? Now, another thing, I've had lots of parents tell me their biggest concern or frustration with reading is they just don't know what books to help their child pick out. Sometimes children are not fantastic about picking them books themselves. They just might pick a random book and then they get frustrated because they don't like it. This website, again, arbookfinder.com, has some really great ideas. You can go over here to collections and click awards, and you can see all these different types of awards. You can see state lists. So for example, I live in Utah. You can see the award nominees from my state. And you can see what are kids reading, and it has different years. So if I click on 2017, maybe your son is really into science. Top 10 science book for boys. Book level. Okay, it even breaks it down by that. So maybe you have a boy who loves science that's reading about a third grade level. Click here. Here's tons of books for you to try to read with your son. Okay, so I love this website for so many reasons. There's also some other great things on here that I just don't have time to talk about, but it's really fun to explore. Now, in the PDF below, I'm going to give tons of ideas for books for first through third graders about the beginning intermediate stage. But I wanted to show you some of my favorite series for this age. I think it's really fun to get a child into a book series because if they like it, then there's at least a few other books they can read that are going to be similar. Plus, as a parent, Christmas comes, birthday comes, it gives you a chance to add on this and get them excited. I have always been a fan of series. Even now, I love a book if I know that there's going to be multiple of them and the story can be expanded and be really good. So I wanted to show you a few. So I mentioned the Magic Tree House books. These are super fun and I love these for a couple of reasons. They're exciting. The chapters aren't super long, so they feel successful in that they can do, read lots of chapters pretty fast. And they always relate to something true. So, for example, in this one, Dinosaurs Before Dark, book number 1, they go back in time and they learn all about dinosaurs. And it really teaches them real things about dinosaurs while having the adventure and the mystery and the magic. So these are so fun. I tried to find how many there actually were. I'm not sure. I know there's at least probably 60 of them. So there are tons of these and they're still coming out with more. Every class that I have taught has loved these books. So these are fun. Another one, A to Z Mysteries. I couldn't find a good website for these. They didn't have their own website, so I have to bring you here to Amazon. But these are fun because you're introducing your child to the genre of mysteries. So it's a new genre that they haven't really read before. And it's a fun one to kind of read together because you can talk about mysteries and what it means. Okay, the next two I want to show you are kind of fun because these are classics. You've probably read them yourself when you were younger, but they're revamping them, the artwork, and coming out with new stories that keep the same fun core characters, but make them a little bit more fun and exciting for this age. So the first one is Nate the Great. So, let's see. You probably remember Nate the Great like this. The old character and what he kind of looked like, and now they've just made it fun, and the art is fun, and again, I like this because it's short chapters, but it is a chapter book, and it does get a little bit of mystery, and they're really fun. Same with this one, Amelia Bedelia. Love Amelia Bedelia books, but you can see here they've kind of revamped them, and so like if I click on this one, that'll come up here. It's being a little bit slow. Here, while it opens, maybe. It doesn't want to show us the artwork. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. So they've revamped it. Look how fun it is. She's younger in these books. And anyways, I love them. Super fun, especially young girls really like these. Now, the last one I want to show you is Frog and Toad. These are just a classic. The reason I love these is because they are chapters, but it's not a bigger chapter book. So if you have a beginning reader that's maybe getting frustrated by the length of books or not wanting to really read that much, but they really do want to read a chapter book, Frog and Toad books are really fun for that. So again, you can check out below in the PDF a bunch more book ideas, including individual books. You don't have to choose from series, and some more fun ideas for beginning intermediate readers.